Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I have a huge bag of empties. For those of you who are new to my empties video, these are the things that I've emptied out, the products that I've finished using. So most of them will be skincare because I go through skincare a lot faster than makeup. Does anybody feel me? My makeup is just like, I just can't seem to go through them, and it makes me super happy whenever I hit pen on anything. But for skincare, I do go through them quite often. It's not just me, Matt uses them sometimes as well, so do not be alarmed by the amount of products in here. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so I think I've accumulated this for almost 6 months, and do not worry, I'm going to recycle them at the end of this video. I kind of kept it so that I can recycle them and show you guys before I do, so I will be able to let you know whether or not I will be repurchasing them and whether or not I enjoyed using them all the way to its very last drop. Let's start with toners. So I have 2 bottles of Abib Rebalancing toners. I'm actually on my 3rd bottle, so that's when you know I have already repurchased, and I highly recommend. For normal days, I like to use the Rebalancing toner because it is nice and gentle on my skin, but it also helps to rebalance my skin. Speaking of which, I also finished up this. This is the Abib Heartleaf Calming Toner. This is the sensitive skin version of this toner. The only thing is this one contains a little bit more Heartleaf extract, which is great for just soothing the skin, reducing redness, calming the skin. This one also contains a little bit more soothing ingredients like Centella asiatica and panthenol as well. So the ingredients list in this is pretty amazing, and I would say you don't even need to have sensitive skin or acne prone skin to use this. This is not exactly a toner. This is the SK2 Facial Treatment Essence. I have been using this all the way to its very last drop for the past like 6, 7, 8 years. I do really like it for brightening the skin, clarifying the pores, anti-aging in general, and I highly recommend it to people who can afford to splurge on this. Of course, if you're below mid-20s, I would say you don't really need to go for this. I think a good essence that does hydration or brightening is good enough. So here I have a Porcelain Skincare Essentials Deep Hydrating Lotion. This one has vitamin E, B5 and rose. So this one is actually a lotion. It helps to replenish and lock in your moisture, stimulate cellular regeneration, soothe and hydrates the skin, and I really love this because it comes in a spray bottle. Cleansers. First cleanser, this is the Bareskin Singapore Glacial Cleanser. I highly recommend this for people with extra dry or extra sensitive skin. The ingredients are all really gentle. It just feels like you are not really washing your face. So if you're looking for a local brand to support, I do recommend Bareskin. Once again, my Abib Acne Foam Cleanser. This is Heartleaf Foam. So the entire Heartleaf line from Abib is really impressive because they use Heartleaf extract, which is great for just soothing your redness, soothing your sensitivities, and the best thing is if you break out, if you're acne prone, this will really help to regulate your sebum. I highly recommend this, and I think it's super affordable for the size. Another cleanser that I finished is my Fancl. I have been using this for years, on and off, mainly because I find that on days when my skin is ultra sensitive or ultra dry, this one is a little bit harsh on my skin. This one comes in completely powder form, so you do need to add some water to it, like a few drops, and then you just lather it into your hands. I do highly recommend this, and you guys know I'm a big loyal fan of Fancl because they have no preservatives, but out of all of my favorite Fancl products, I wouldn't say this is my favorite. Another cleanser for dry and reactive skin. So this one I did an ad on them, and you guys know I'm a big fan of Neutrogena because I think they are really affordable, accessible and really good. This range, Neutrogena Labs, if you have sensitive skin, I would recommend it to you because it is really just as good, but you don't have all of the nasties like your fragrances and all that. I really do like this. The only issue is that I find that the makeup removing properties is not as strong, so if you use very heavy makeup or waterproof makeup, it's not going to remove 100% of it. I still do need to go in with a second cleanse, but on normal days I have been loving this to bits because it's just so nice and hydrating on my skin. Oh my, I'm talking so much about Abib, and it's because over the past few months I have been finishing up so many bottles of my Abib products. product. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you have seen that I did a 10 days just trying out this product on its own for 10 days, and my skin was like the before and after. I'm going to insert here. Okay, if you're interested, go and check out the IGTV that I did at the end of the 10th day when I put the clips of the day 1 versus day 10 right side by side. I was just really so wowed because this one really helped to heal my skin. My skin also became a lot less sensitive, and ever since incorporating it into my routine, I don't get breakouts as bad as before. I don't get sensitivities as bad as before. It's super fast absorbing. I highly recommend it. It is expensive, but it's worth every drop. We have a serum from Porcelain Skincare. The texture is super luxurious, very nice, absorbs well into the skin, and the effects stay on your skin, and it really deeply hydrates your skin on the deeper level. So I do highly recommend it. I find that these two are extremely similar, just that this is the drugstore version. If I have to choose between the two of them, I think the Porcelain one shows a bit better of results, but you know, if budget constraint is a main factor, then you can try the Derma Lab Hydraceutic Double Power Vitamin Concentrate. This one has vitamin B3 plus and vitamin B5. This one helps to soothe dry, flaky skin. I do really like this. I mean, both of them help to hydrate, but the Derma Lab one consists of vitamin B5, which is more known as niacinamide. So I think this one has a little bit more of a pore care, brightening care kind of property, whereas this one has elderflower and probiotics. So this one is more towards the skin healing, the skin nourishment, hydration. So I like to alternate them. The next serum I want to talk about, this one is really good for just calming down any sensitivities. If you have itchiness, redness, sensitized skin, and you're looking for a serum to go for that won't irritate but will hydrate and protect, go for this. Then of course we have our skinning serums. I love them so much, Matt loves them so much that, you know, we just can't live without them anymore. My favorite concoction is the ceramide and hyaluronic acid. It's great for, you know, people looking for really effective skincare that saves you a lot of time, because you can actually customize up to 3 different serums into one. Also, I have here the Abib Heartleaf Essence. So I have been raving about this so much. Basically, this is a really nice serum kind of texture. I wouldn't really call it an essence, it's more of like a serum, but it is very lightweight and fast absorbing. And Heartleaf, like I mentioned, is really good for people with acne prone or sensitive skin. Even for me, on days when I'm not breaking out, I really enjoy this because it is lightweight, but it does give my skin a lot of hydration that it needs, and it helps to bring down the redness and flakiness and sensitivities and the angriness of my skin. Then we have this Lancome Youth Advanced Génifique, the texture. So the texture is somewhat like this, like a little bit watery but somewhat jelly, and it comes out in a kind of like a milky color, and once you apply it, it feels a little bit cooling on the skin. I like to go in with this after toner as my first serum usually because of the texture. It's more of like a cross between a lotion as well as an essence. So this one really helps to brighten your skin, helps to anti-age, so I highly recommend it. As you can see, I finished serums so fast. So this is the Origins Ginseng Into the Glow Brightening Serum. This one contains a lot of vitamin C. Unfortunately, I didn't really see much brightening effects. The texture of it is quite nice and lightweight, smells like citrus orange. It's quite a treat to apply it on, but I don't really see a lot of brightening effects even after finishing the bottle, so I wouldn't say this is my favorite products from Origins. I do really like the Mega Mushroom though, so if you are looking for something to buy from Origins, go for that one. I also finished my Drunk Elephant TLC Framboos Glycolic Acid. You guys know this is one of my top AHA BHA product. It helps to decongest pores, prevent blackheads, whiteheads, pimples from forming, prevents clogged pores in general. So on days where I really don't have time for a facial or in between my facial sessions, of course whenever I see a lot of clogged pores, a lot of dead skin, it is very important to incorporate a AHA BHA kind of a product to help to exfoliate your skin chemically. If you have sensitive skin, I would advise you to not go for something like this. Highly recommend it. All you need is just like about half a pump for your entire face, and I only use it at night. Take note, if you're using this, please go in with sunscreen the next morning because it does make your skin a little bit more sensitive to the sun. Next up, we have this. I know this is, I saw the price of this and I was like, my jaw almost dropped on the floor. I think this is like $600 over. Yep. So I know it's not meant for everyone, but I have been loving it so much. It's extremely luxurious when you put it on. You smell like roses, but at the same time, it's not the artificial kind of smell. If you look closely, I still have like a tiny bit left in the straw portion of it. If you look very closely, you can see little bubbles. So all these are oil bubbles that really burst onto your skin once it comes into contact with it. It doesn't feel oily at all. It just feels like a very nice, luxurious serum, and it helps to balance your skin out. My skin doesn't feel dry in the middle of the day. My foundation doesn't crack. I don't get my dry, flaky skin or my cakey skin halfway throughout the day when I use this. And when I use this at night, I wake up to such nice skin in the morning. So all in all, I really do like it. Another one that I finished up is the Lancome Pure Calming Ampoule. I did really enjoy this. It was so easy to use. It didn't cause any reaction to my skin, but because the texture was so lightweight, it literally felt just like water. I think it's really good for people with very sensitive skin that just wants to calm it down. Speaking of products that really help to hydrate and moisturize, this. I love this a lot. I mean, it doesn't have the best texture because it's quite heavy, it's quite rich, but you know, on days where my eczema flares up so bad that I really just can't use a lot of things, right, I turn to this. And this one has tamanu oil, safflower oil, rosehip oil, vitamin B3, ceramide, cholesterol, and NMF. So don't be misled by all of the oils that it's used. These oils are actually, you know, they actually didn't react with my eczema, and on days when my skin is super angry, it actually helped to calm it down. So I believe that there are some oils that are to be avoided by sensitive skin people, but there are some oils that are actually good for sensitive skin people. I highly recommend this, and it really helps to build your skin barrier. Moisturizers. All of them are from the same brand, which is Abib. Once again, surprise. The first one is the hydration gel. I squeezed this like to its last drop, and I'm using a new bottle now. So yes, I have gotten myself a replacement, and I highly recommend this. I think this is one of the best gel moisturizers that I've ever used. Simply because, you know, the ingredients in there are really nice and effective and just great for all skin types. So even if you have sensitive skin, you don't have to worry. If you have oily skin, this is really lightweight, but at the same time, it keeps the water locked in. They even have a cream version, so if you are someone with dry skin, or if you want something with a thicker consistency that can keep the moisturization a lot more effective, more moisturizing, you can go in with the cream option. This one is slightly thicker, but it's actually non-sticky too. So if I were to use this, it will be because my skin is feeling super dry on that day, or I'm using it at night. Let's move on to shampoo. So I finished up my Lux Luminic Midnight Aroma. I love the smell of it. It was very calming and relaxing, and it doesn't weigh my hair down. Another shampoo that I finished up is my Gelame. So this one is great for people with frizzy hair because it is going to give you such intense moisturization that my hair feels so smooth and straight and shiny after using it. So if you have very fine limp hair, I would say no, you should avoid this because it is gonna weigh your hair down. But if you have very frizzy hair, uncontrollable one, go for this. Another shampoo that I finished up, this one is a calming shampoo, especially for the scalp. It doesn't contain all of the nasty, so it doesn't even have a smell almost. It's also clear, so it doesn't even have color, and I have been loving it. My scalp feels nice and light after I use this. Hair mask. This one is really good for hydrating the hair. I usually apply my hair mask like from my ear down so I don't weigh the top of my head too much. If you go and scroll back on my past like Empties videos, you would definitely see bottles and bottles of this, and I'm still using it, so highly recommend it. Body gel. So I finished up this one from the Face Shop. I really love the Body Shop's shower gels. I only wish they came in bigger sizes because I run out of them so fast. Like literally I just boop and like 1/3 of the bottle is gone. I do smell really nice. Down to our last category, which is makeup, and I only have 3 makeup products here for you. The first one is my Fenty Beauty Brow MVP. I do really like it. I think Fenty Beauty makes amazing products. This one is super precise. The spoolie is actually very different, unlike any other. You don't actually shift the color way too much, so in that sense I do think it gives me a lot more control, but I don't think this spoolie is great for separating the brows if you want that feathered brow look. This spoolie is not as strong as the original like spiral kind of spoolie, but yeah, I do really like the formula. It stays on very long and has a wide shade range. Then I have 2 eyeliners for you guys. So here we have the FMGT Face Shop eyeliner. This one is black, and this one is the Benefit Roller Liner Mini. So I love both of them a lot, and I will highly recommend them, and I will repurchase them because they're just so good. The Face Shop one is a shaky pen type, and it comes with a brush tip. It's nice and opaque, and it allows me to get a very thin, precise line. If you walk past like the Face Shop or anything and they're having a sale and you're looking for an eyeliner, I do recommend this. Then we have the Benefit Roller Liner Mini. It has been my favorite for many years. You look at the tip of it, it is a felt tip, so it's a little bit different from brush tip because once you cap it on, you don't get the fraying of everything. The tip is actually also really long, so this tip is super long, so it allows you to create really nice steady lines like this. This is also extremely opaque and it dries down very matte, so if you're not someone that likes the film shiny shimmery kind of like a eyeliner finish, I would highly recommend this. And the best thing is it comes in a mini size, so you can throw it in your purse like and just touch up very easy. To be honest, you don't even need to touch up because it just lasts all day, but if you are someone that has very oily eyelids, maybe you might need to touch up, go for something like this. Whew, that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for staying with me all the way to the very end. I will try my best to link everything in the description box below, so if you missed it, you can go over to the description box to check it out, and I'm going to link as well. If you are interested to purchase, you can just click directly. I'm not sure if I can actually find the actual products, but I'll try my best. And yeah, thank you so much for watching once again, and that is the end of this video, so I'll see you in my next one.